Yeah. So, students, in previous class we have started the concept of relative velocity in one-dimensional motion. So, relative velocity, very important concept. Relative velocity. It will make our problem simpler. A difficult problem easily we can solve by using the concept of relative velocity. Okay? College will start on again Tuesday. Tuesday college will be open again. Okay? Don't ask that questions still because subjects too we have to start. Okay? Yeah. So now listen, we will implement the concept of relative velocity first. So yesterday already I told you that let us imagine there is an origin and from this origin let us suppose there are two particles A and B. A and B, two cars let us imagine. A and B, there are two cars are there. Okay? Two vehicles are there at position A and position B. Okay, Anna? Yeah. So now the distance of this car A from the origin, let us suppose it is x naught A. X naught A is what initially when we have not started that observation, the car is at a distance of x0A from the origin. And let us suppose the car B is at a distance of x0B from the origin initially. Okay, at this distance. Now, what is the initial distance? Means before we have started observations, before any time of consideration, what is the initial distance between these two cars? Yes, this is the initial distance between these two cars. That is x0b minus x0a. Yes or no? Yes, we know this. Distance between these two cars is this much, and this will be equal to from this we have to subtract this. This is the distance. Clear? Yes. Now, I am considering a car. This is a car and it is moving like this. Let us suppose. Okay? My car is not good. Huh. This is car A. Let us suppose it is moving in this direction with a velocity of VA. With what velocity it is moving? With a velocity of VA it is moving. Okay? Yeah. Now, let us suppose another car also, and this car is now, it is moving with a somewhat different velocity. Somewhat different velocity it is moving. Let us suppose this car is B and it is moving with a velocity of VB. Different velocities. I am not knowing what are the their velocities. Okay, and they are not equal. Different velocities they are moving. Okay. Now I have started my observation. Means I have started a stopwatch. Okay. Then when I start the stopwatch, this will be in motion. Okay. Now for this total consideration, I am taking acceleration to be zero. Acceleration of car B and acceleration of car A both zero I am taking initially. Okay. Later we can apply acceleration also later. First, initially let us suppose acceleration of these two cars is zero. Okay. Now after a time t seconds after, this car will travel some distance. Yes or no? Yes, definitely. Let us suppose this car A is at a distance of from here. Car A from the origin. Car A distance is XA distance. X0A is the initial distance. After some time, car A has traveled some distance, and the distance is XA. Means from position of A, if I take from position of A, here, this is the position of A. From this position of A, let us imagine this is XA. And what is that distance? Below distance is equal to velocity into time. Correct? Yes. Velocity is equal to distance by time. Correct? Yes. Means distance, speed equal to distance by time. They are moving with speed. You think, okay? Now, so how much distance will travel? VA into T. Distance it will travel. From this A, it will go to something A dash. Okay? Yes. Now, at the same time, in this same time t seconds, car B also will travel some distance. No? Yes. Let us suppose car B came to And car B distance from here, from this point, car B distance is, let us suppose this much. Car B distance is xb and xb. And how much distance it will travel? Because it is moving with the velocity dt and it is taking a time of t seconds. So it will travel a distance of vb. Correct? Yes. Now my observation is initially the separation between these two cars is x0b minus x0a. Correct? I am here. You are the observer. You are standing at the origin and you are observing these two cars from here. Okay. With respect to you, these two cars distance is this much. x0b minus x0a. Clear? Yes. Now I want after some time, after some interval of time, what is the separation between these two cars? Okay, separation between these two cars is nothing but, see, this is the separation between these two cars. Yes or no? Yes. So how to get this total value? This total value how to get? See here, this value I want. This value I want. So for getting this value from this total, if you subtract this, you get this. Correct? Are you getting what I am saying? From this total, if you subtract this much, you will get this. Okay? Yeah. Separation between these two cars is xb minus xa, we can say. Are you understanding what I am writing? Okay. So after some time, the distance between these two cars is xb minus xa. And how to get that distance is xb minus xa, we can get from this total distance. What is the term? xob plus vbb. And from this total, we have to subtract this much. We have to subtract. So what is this much? This is VAT plus this is XOA. Yes, this total we have to subtract. That is XOA plus VAT. We have to subtract. Correct? Yes. Now, XB minus XA is equal to XOB plus VBB minus XOA minus VAT. Correct? Yes. So, XB minus XA is equal to XOB minus XOA. Can we write here? Yes, we can write. Plus VBB minus VAT. Correct? Yes. So xb minus xa is equal to xob minus xoa plus, if I take t common, we get vb minus va into t. Okay, now this xb minus xa we call it as distance of b with respect to a. Means, listen what I am saying. Now you are here. Now B is car A. What is the distance of car B from this? This is what we call distance of car B from A. We are saying XBA is distance of B with respect to A. We call, and this can be written as XOB minus XOA. XOB minus XOA is nothing but initial distance, something x you take. Okay? Something initial distance plus VB minus VA referred as VBA into B. Okay? VBA is nothing but velocity of car B with respect to A. Now, let us suppose these two cars, initially what we are assuming is these two cars are like this. Let us suppose these two cars are at this point only. Then what will happen? This value becomes 0. 0. Are you understanding what I am saying? Let us suppose there is no separation initially between these two cars. Then this x value, this value becomes 0. Sometimes it may be there, sometimes it may not be there. You are observing one condition, two cars. This may be like this may be on the same axis, like this they are moving. Okay? This is the initial distance. We can take it or we cannot. We don't want if you want. Okay, if you want to remove this, we can remove. Okay? Yeah. So if initial distance x is equal to 0, initially there is no separation between the two cars, then what will happen to xba? Xba will become vba into t. Then what is vba? Vba is equal to xba upon t. This will be called as relative velocity of v with respect to the. Yes, velocity. In second case, VA will be only. VA will be only velocity. One is going with large velocity, one is going with a small velocity, less velocity. So that there we can get some separation. So this we can get as VB minus VA is equal to what now? XB minus XA upon T. We can write. Okay, so this VB minus VA we have to call this as relative velocity of V with respect to A. Okay, we have to call this. Understood no topic? Now this VB minus VA we have to call VBA means what na? Relative velocity of V with respect to A. Point. And this can be written as VB minus VA. The meaning of this is what is that meaning? How we have to understand this is with respect to what? A. That means your frame of reference. See, I am seeing this. My frame of reference is ground for me. Ground is the frame of reference for me. With respect to ground, I am seeing these two cars. Whatever example I have given. Okay? So sometimes with respect to ground, if you try to solve the problems, it will become difficult. So for that reason, what we will do is ourselves, we will be with one of the car. And we will make that car to be in rest position. So second car velocity we will get easily. So that the problem will become as only one car is there and it is moving with velocity. Point is, two cars are there now. There are two cars. Car A and car B. Okay, this is A, this is B. Okay. Now let us imagine car A is moving with 2 meter per second velocity. Car B is moving with some 4 meter per second velocity. Correct? Yes. Let us imagine car A is moving with a velocity of 2 meter per second and car B is moving with a velocity of 4 meter per second. Velocity they are moving. Okay. Both are moving in same direction. Let us start. Both are moving in same direction. Okay. Now let us suppose that one more car is coming in opposite direction to you. So I am giving you concept. One more car, it is coming in opposite direction to you, like this. Okay, and this is coming like this. This is car C, it is moving with a velocity Vc. That is something, let us imagine something 5 meter per second velocity, it is coming. Okay? Yeah. So situation. 3 cars are there. Here you, your friend, and your enemy. They are moving. And same straight path they are moving. Okay? Yeah. Now, what they will do? They will ask you that as this car C is approaching this, first it will cross which car? Definitely car B it will cross. No? Yes. Now, if you want to cross C before car B crosses, are you understanding what I am saying? Car C is coming in opposite direction. Okay, then car C will cross car B first. But if you want this car A to cross car B before car C crosses that, then watch how much velocity you should have, how much velocity you should give, how much acceleration you should apply to this car. They will ask this type of questions. Okay? Or else they'll do some acceleration and you want minimum time you have to cross this B car so that car C crosses B. Before car C crosses B, you have to cross B. Then what minimum time you should take? These type of questions they will ask. So for solving this type of questions, different questions, I'll confirm first. Okay, I'll take one numerical problem now. Then you will understand. What I'm saying, three cars are moving on a same straight road. Okay? Otherwise, it becomes difficult for you. Okay, later, slowly, after improving the concept, I come to this point. Definitely, I discuss this point. But after some point. Yeah. So, this is VB minus VA regarded as relative velocity of B with respect to A. Relative velocity of B with respect to A means, with respect to A, we are seeing. Means, we are dealing with A and we are seeing B car. With respect to A means we are ourselves, we will be on car A, inside car A, and we are seeing car B. And with what velocity this car B is moving, we can understand. Okay? So that means this is a car A, let us imagine this is a car B. Okay? Car B is moving with 10 meter per second velocity, car A is moving with 2 meter per second velocity, let us suppose. Okay? This 2 meter per second velocity is relative velocity of car A with respect to ground. This is what? This is also relative velocity of B with respect to ground velocity with respect to ground. From ground I am seeing. That means velocity of car A minus velocity of ground. However, ground velocity is 0. VA minus 0 is VA. VA is how much? 2 meter per second. Like that we have to understand. This is also VB minus VC. Ground velocity is 0. Okay? Yeah. So with respect to the ground, with respect to this board, car is moving with 2 meter per second velocity. That means 2 meter per second velocity is velocity of car A with respect to ground. 4 meter per second, 10 meter per second velocity is velocity of car B with respect to ground. Okay? Now, for this total observation, I am here. Your physics sir is here and he is observing this too. So for me, this car is moving with 2 meter per second and this car is moving with 10 meter per second. Whereas, if I sit in this car A, then for me, this car velocity 0 means with respect to that car. This is the car, and I am sitting here. If I observe the floor of that car, is it moving for me? No. But if I observe outside, then it is moving. So with respect to that car, my velocity is 0. That means car A velocity becomes 0 now. Now I am observing car B velocity. Okay, that means velocity of car B with respect to car A I want. That is velocity of B minus velocity of A. That means velocity of B is how much 10 given minus velocity of A is 2 given. It is 8 meter per second velocity. Now, if I observe by sitting inside car A, for me, car A is not moving, but car B is moving with the velocity of less. Because with respect to ground, I am also moving with 2 meter per second. So, car B is moving for me with a velocity of 8 meter per second. I think you are understanding somewhat. Instead of sitting in car A, yes, good, very good. If I sit on car B, then velocity, then what will happen? For me, velocity of car B becomes 0. I am sitting on the car B. This is the chocolate I am sitting. So for me, this floor is not changing. Even though car is moving with respect to the ground. But for me, I am inside that car B, it is not moving. Means for me, the velocity of car B becomes 0. So I am in a frame of car B now. And if I observe car A, how you can observe that it is here and you are moving forward? Yes or no? Yes, that train is moving on a parallel track. If you are sitting on a train which is moving faster, then train which is moving slower, it appears to be going backward. See here, velocity of car B with respect to car A is, yes. We want velocity of car A with respect to car B. Velocity of car A I want now with respect to car B. That means velocity of A minus velocity of B. Velocity of A has been 2 minus velocity of B is given as 10. It will become minus 8 meter per second. See now, minus indicates that this appears to be going back. Slowly understanding, huh? Clear? 2%. So this frame of reference, in which frame we are discussing the problem is important. Clear? So when these two are moving in straight line parallel to each other, this will be the situation. Here, velocity of A means velocity of A with respect to ground. Velocity of B means velocity of B with respect to ground. Don't forget this point. Here also velocity of B means with respect to ground, with respect to ground. Don't forget these points. If I write just VA means it is velocity of A with respect to ground. If I write V1 means velocity of first particle, whatever it may be, with respect to ground. That is the meaning. Okay? Now, let us suppose these two cars are not moving straight. These two cars are moving in opposite direction. Moving straight parallel only but opposite direction. Say 2 meter per second, 10 meter per second. Now what will happen? How it will appear? See, I want velocity of, so I want velocity of car B. I want velocity of car B. So for finding the velocity of car B, what I should do? I should be in car A. I should have to sit on car A. Clear? Yes. I am sitting on car A. And I am observing car B. So what will happen? Velocity of car B with respect to A I want. Velocity of car B I want. With respect to whom? With respect to car A I want. How can we write velocity of B minus velocity of A? Correct? Yes. So velocity of B with respect to A will be, okay, one side will be positive, other side will become negative. Yes or no? Yes. This side is positive means that side will become definitely negative. Yes. So this side I am taking considered as positive. Okay? Yeah. So B is 10 meter per second. Meter per second, and velocity of car A is that side. How much? 2 meter per second. Velocity of car A is this side. So it should be negative. That is minus 2 meter per second. So it will appear to be how much? 10 plus minus 2 minus plus means 12 meter per second. Yes, you have this. Observe this one. When two vehicles are moving in opposite direction, that opposite vehicle appears to be moving with a large velocity for you. This is the reason why it appears to be like that. But actually its velocity is only. But you are sitting on that velocity only. For you, this velocity appears to be more than 10. How much more? Simply this velocity will add up to this. This one. That's it. If I want velocity of car A, I want, then sit on B. You want velocity of car A with respect to B now. That means velocity of A minus velocity of B. Okay, one side will take positive. Your wish, whatever the direction if you want. Okay, right side will be considered positive always. So right side only may be considered. Let us imagine. Okay? Yeah. So it is moving in left side. So how much it is? Minus 2. Minus VB, it is moving that side. How much? 10. Plus 10. So plus 10. So how much? Minus 12 meter per second. Again minus 10. Minus means this car is moving in this direction. For me. Got it? Slowly understand, you know. Very important point. Very important points. Clear? So yeah, good, very good. So how to write these two problems? VBA means what? Velocity of B minus velocity of A. If I let VAB means how you write velocity of A minus velocity of B. Okay. Now here one more important point you have to remember is VB indicates velocity of B with respect to ground. VA indicates velocity of A with respect to ground. AB means velocity of B with respect to A. BA means AB means velocity of A with respect to B. That is a very important points. Okay, so on this topic, so many questions you will get now. Very important. Freely falling bodies, acceleration due to gravity will apply no for kinematic equation. In that case, also we will apply these problems. Okay. Yes. Now, see. Yeah. So questions how they will ask on this topic, sir. Simple questions we will discuss first in this class. Okay. So one simple question I have taken now. That simple question is yeah. See here. There is one train. Train is moving. Train. Let us imagine train. Okay. Now this train is moving. There is a train moving with velocity of A is equal to how much? Okay. Something 100 kilometer per hour. I am giving. Yes. It is real life problem. Yes. We can expect this much speed for a train. Okay. And I am giving the length of the train also. Let us imagine this length of the train is it in kilometers? No. Let us imagine something 500 meters train is there. What is the length of the train? 500 meters. Okay. Now there is one more train coming. There is a parallel track. 100 kilometer per hour. Otherwise, in meter per second only I take. Why it is 100 meter per second? Let us imagine. Okay? Why difficult for you? One more train is coming like this. One more train is coming on other track in opposite direction. Let us imagine like this. Okay? And this is train D. Velocity of train D is 150. Sorry, something 50 meter per second. Let us suppose. Okay? Here. This is what I have given. I am not making it still more complicated. This just I have given like this. Okay? Now the question is this the driver of this train. Okay? This driver of this train has to cross the last box of the train. I don't want. I am not making it more complicated. Just I am making it just simple case. Okay? This driver of train B has to cross last point of this train A. Then how much time? In what time this observer, this person crosses the last point of this train? What you will do? You have to go with relative velocity concept because two velocities are there in opposite direction. No? Yes. So one you take positive, other will be negative. So what you want to do is make simple point that so who has to cross? He has to cross. Okay. So make him as in motion or make this train as in motion. So what I'll do is I'll keep this person in rest position. How? That means I'll take velocity of train A with respect to B. That means I am dealing with the B. When I say this B, for me this train is in rest position and it is moving. So to cross this train, total distance it has to travel is this much. And with what velocity it will travel? It will travel with the velocity of VAB. That is VA minus VB. Correct? Yes. So what is VA? This side is positive, I am negative. Okay? How much? 100 meters per second minus. What is VB? This side definitely. This side is positive, means this side definitely negative. How much it is? Minus 50 meter per second. So total how much? 150 meter per second. Correct? Yes. Velocity of train V with respect to train U. Velocity of train A with respect to train B is this much. And how much length this has to travel? L length it has to travel. Okay? This is velocity we got, and length of the train is given 500 meters. Then how much time it will take? You know, time is equal to velocity is equal to distance by time. Then time is equal to distance by velocity. So distance is 500 meters it has to cross upon velocity is 150 meter upon meter per second. Meter cancel, you get answer in seconds. Okay. So 0 0 cancel. Correct? 50 by 15. How much you get? That is the answer. Okay. 5 3s are 15, 5 10s are 10 by 3 is answer. 10 by 3. 3.33 is good answer. 3.33 seconds simply cross. Okay. Now, if I give this length also, length of train B also, if I give length of train A, length of train B is something 200 meters. If I give, okay. My question is now, what is the time in which both the trains crosses each other? Both these trains should cross. So just now we have learned that real velocity is this much only. But how much length they have to cross? Okay. Yeah. So if you make him in rest position, what will happen? This last ending point should cross this ending point. Means total length will become 700. Correct? So you'll get 700 by 150. You'll get the answer. That is how we have to solve the problems. I hope slowly you are understanding. Once the material, in that material it is explained. Once you read that material, okay? Yeah. So I'll make so many problems, conceptual problems I'll take to make you to understand. Okay? Yeah. So for tomorrow's homework I am giving now. Yeah, I'll stop this recording now. Okay?